Damn, today we got some sick ass lighting. Yeah, actually put the microphone a bit. Damn, this microphone stand. I love this microphone stand though. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I've used it so much for pretty much everything really. Before I used to have like a stand, like it's literally sat on the on the laptop. But that's besides the point. Lighting's good today. Let's see. Slept like shit, not gonna lie, it was crazy. Like actual dog shit. Yesterday and before yesterday. So I think there must be something there. Something that's, I don't know, something that I'm missing. This like make me sleep like shit. This, cause that's weird. 2 days in a row. One day that's fine, but 2 days in a row I'm just like waking up during the night. Just like multiple times, just fucking trying. Of course, it isn't too bad because I sleep reasonable hours. But it's Jesus Christ, bro. And I take naps as well, so it isn't like too incredibly bad. But yeah, I did get some progress on the. I don't actually. Well, yesterday was kind of crazy because it was like a double upload. I don't usually do like double uploads or anything, but I just felt like the topic was so good that I just had to make like another part, second part. Although it was kind of weird because like the first part was like half recap, half part one, and part two was like fully part two. But part two is like part two could be like its own thing. That's why I even structured it as its own thing. I named the part one something completely different. So you might not even like end up seeing it, but I do recommend that part two, the one with the phone. I think it was Your Phone Does Too Much. I certainly do recommend that one because it's like the first one where I've done like a full topic on something. But yeah, in terms of that, apart from recording, which is, I have also made some. I don't mention Jesus Christ, I don't mention this too often on this particular channel, but I do editing, and I made some huge progress yesterday, which made me lose some sleep. I'm not gonna. I did lose some sleep, but I finished first big project, perspective, but first project. I did lose some sleep, but it was worth. I finally got that shit out. Now I'm gonna be working on the second one and seeing from there what it is I can actually get done. I have to do like the official release and everything, and yeah, but that's pretty much it. See, reading, steady progress there. Exercise, I'm actually incorporating some like very quick. I find it something I found pretty easy is like, for certain tasks that are like bugging you, for example, that are like really small shit, you can just do it whenever. Just do it. Like when it pops in your head is like the best moment to do it. Like for example, exercise is always like something that I would like to get off for the day. Like if I don't go to gym or whatever, I always like to cross it off. Something I'm doing now is when I'm uploading this, is I usually do the editing right after I work on editing right after I upload, because the internet goes to shit whenever I upload these kind of videos. But in between the upload time, there's like 40-50 minutes which I could use for pretty much anything. I'm gonna see if I can like do more things in that time period, because it's very weird. I think that's like a good time to eat breakfast, but like the problem is I can't just like slow down. It's like the moment, I feel like that's like one of the main moments in like the routine where it just like slows down, where everything starts to slow down. And it makes sense because like I'm uploading something that's like 50 minutes, 40 minutes long, so it makes sense why, because that's like towards the end of everything, and I have to wait on that to upload to continue the routine. So if I could just like incorporate more things into that time frame, that'd be perfect. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing like 10 push-ups or whatever, just quickly, which isn't included in the actual exercise. It's like, it's enough to check it off on the checklist, which is the important part, but it's not really what I end up doing throughout the day. So for example, gym days is the 10 push-ups and then gym. Like it's two completely different things. It's more like to check it off But even then, on the checklist, like if I go gym, I cross it off a different way just so I can know which days I actually went. Cause I'm not doing multiple like titles like exercise, gym, whatever, push up. Like I'm doing one single and just marking it different. That just makes like the most amount of sense. Meditation. Meditation is interesting actually. It's just gonna be like a recap since I went into like a deep topic yesterday. Tomorrow I might do something related to. Let's see what I'm gonna have to think what topic I wanna delve into, like for at least half. Like after, if there's anything worth recapping. I could get into self-image a little bit. Yeah, that's a very interesting topic. Could get into self-image for tomorrow's. Apart from the recap. So yeah. But yeah, meditation is interesting. I think it also plays into the self-image part, especially from it's so interesting because like now there's like it's like it's almost like a nervousness whenever I get into the part where you have to like inhale and stay inhaled. Yeah, inhale and stay inhaled, because it's like I've had trouble inhaling for the full amount. Of course, you aren't supposed to inhale for the full amount. Like if you can, that's great. If you can't, then it's fine as well. But I feel like I can. But since I've not been able to, it's like getting into my head a little bit, which is interesting, because based on like the Atomic Habits book, it was like to change your self-image, right? You have to believe you're, of course, somebody. I made like another video similar to this, but it was like really short. I'm gonna make like another. I could make like a longer one tomorrow, but it's essentially just you believe. For example, if you wanna be like an athlete or whatever, it's like a two-step process. First, you have to believe you're an athlete, and then you have to do things that make you believe you're an athlete. Right? You can't just like believe you're an athlete and then not exercise, because that doesn't make sense. But if you believe you're an athlete, right, first and foremost, and then you do things that make you, like you start running, for example, you start consistently running, and you can genuinely believe you're an athlete. And it's crazy because like it's such like a little, like a, I don't know, it's such a. It sounds like really obvious, right? It sounds like really obvious, like a really obvious process. Yeah, of course, you just, yeah, if I want to be an athlete, then, I just do things that athletes do, right? Right. Self-explanatory, right? But it's like so, I feel like it's so glanced over because like, it's so like overcomplicated, I feel. Like in at least in my mind, maybe in your mind as well. But I feel like it's so overcomplicated. Like you often see like, if you want to be a certain profession or something, or be like somebody who does something, for example, because it doesn't have to be like a profession. If you want to be like, if you want to adopt certain things in your personality as well, this could also apply. If you want to be like a more kind person, then you obviously believe you're a kind person, then you do things that a kind person does. Okay? Although these kind of things do take a lot of time, for example, but it does. Like you can do it. Like, so I just feel like in my mind, maybe in your mind as well, it's like often overcomplicated. And I feel like most of the overcomplication it's weird. It's like, it's mainly because of the goal, right? It's like you overcomplicate the goal so much, you forget about what exactly you have to do in order to get that goal done. And it's often a lot less than you actually believe. It's like most of the times when I feel overwhelmed, right, it's because I'm like, oh, I have to do this, and it's actually a lot less. Like for example, if I were to gain weight, it's actually really simple. It's simpler for me than other people, of course, because I don't have to meal prep or anything. But it's essentially just one extra meal and a protein shake, and that's it. Like, of course, I say this because I do have the previous experience of having done this exact same thing and it working. So that's why I know all I need is one extra meal and a protein shake, and that's it. Right? But if I were to imagine myself gaining weight, my mind would often overcomplicate it for no reason, because it's like, what, just eat one more meal and then like drink something, like that sounds like really easy. The processes feel really easy compared to the actual, this is intel shit, okay, whatever, compared to the actual goal. But yeah, pretty much it. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.